I'm out again and it's a bit windy, and this is my location for tonight. How fabulous is that? Got a slate quarry going on in the background. I've got a big lake or reservoir. This is a reservoir, this is, because it's got a dam on it. And yeah, I'm parked. Let me show you where I'm parked. I'm parked there, which is absolutely fantastic. It says no camping, but I'm not camping. I'm stopping in a van, so I'm not setting up tents and having a camp. Plan is, this is where I'm going. You see right over there in the distance, there is a little tiny gable just there. That's where I'm heading. It's about, well, if I go up the road and up round past this farmhouse and then back along the road, it's about 1.25 miles to get round to there, which I'm prepared to do, prepared to walk. But there is a gate post down there, so I'm going to head down to that gate post and see if I can get across this quarry bit of land there. Not quarry, this boggy sort of land there. So I'm going to try that. If it fails, then yeah, if it fails, I'm going around the road, and I'll see you when I get there. I'll put my waterproofs back on I had on this morning, and they are just a little tad wet. I'm trying to get through this gate. This is an old gate. It's going to be rattling in the night, so I might have to come over and prop a rock up against it. But yeah, that's my plan. This place is going to be fantastic. The conditions aren't sunrise or sunset, but I'm extremely impressed and over the moon with the fact that I've got grey skies and the van's locked here. I've got some grey skies and mood and atmosphere, so I really hope I'm going to be able to make these nice gritty, grungy, maybe even subdued colours, make them really quite moody and dramatic. That's my plan, and I'll show you what it is when we get there, and I'll let you know where we are when we get there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight. It's going to be a nice park up, nice and quiet, and no one around to bother me, so it should be pretty good. So here's my stile. I'm going to pop my head over this stile, see if I can make my way through this lot, because it looks a mess and I don't know whether I'm prepared to walk through it. But that's the stile just there. I just don't know which direction it goes in, whether it goes through that lot or whether it goes through that lot, and I don't think I want to try either of them two. So yeah, I think I'm going to walk around the road. So I've recently just done a video only last week, which you're going to see it. This is going to be like months ago now, weeks ago. But yeah, I've just recently done a video on electric bikes, and in fact I've done 2 videos on electric bikes, and I'll put a link up for you to have a look if you're interested. Reason being is that I've reviewed and done the electric bikes is something like this. It would be perfect. I've now got to walk 1.25 miles to get to my location. Not everyone can do that, and there's no parking on this location, so you can't get down there. There's another footpath there over the woods, just changing the subject. I wonder if you could go through there. Footpath style going down through the woods, but I don't know how to get there, so I'm going around the road because I know I can get there from the road. But yeah, this is ideal for it. I wish I'd have brought it with me, put it on the back of the van and brought it over. I know it's not ideal for the smaller car users because it doesn't fold up, but I'm hoping at some point I can bring you a bike that does fold up and go in your boot, and it would be absolutely perfect if that was the case. But this is one of those situations, guys, where a little e-bike will really help you get to your photography location. I don't mind the walk, it'll do me good. We are getting closer. I can see it in the distance now. You can see where we're going over there. It's looking pretty cool, isn't it? I'll let you know what it is. It's actually a slate mill, and I've seen loads and loads of photographs of this place, and I've never seen it myself. And as I was over this part of the country, this part of Wales, I made it part of my itinerary to drive past and have a look, in the hope to get a couple of photos, and I will. I actually took one from the van when I came in, because you come down the lane. As you come down the lane, you can see across the hills, and all of this hillside behind me was shrouded in some really low cloud. So I got a Moody shot on the way down in the van, and I'll stick that one up for you now to have a bit of a nose at while I'm walking down, and to give you a bit of a taster of what it is I'm going down there to shoot. Now, like I say, I know these conditions aren't the best colourful conditions, but I'm really quite looking forward to the grey. You can see over my shoulder here how grey the sky is, and that's what I'm hoping to try and put into it, because I want that mood and that atmosphere, and it looks great from this position as well. Not me usual style, but I'm going to put the camera on my catcher clip. I haven't used this for quite a while, have I? Taken it off my bag, but now I can attach my camera to the side of my bag on my catcher clip, and I've got it handy without having to take my bag off. So for handheld shots, it's going to work pretty good. I've just seen the red building as well, little red tin hut. Looks pretty awesome over there in the distance yonder. See, there's my little tin shed. Just taking a long shot from it, but I wouldn't mind getting another small one. There's a nice tree in front of it as well, up against the wall, so I marked that one. It's funny, isn't it? I come to these really good buildings and always look for the little old buildings next to them. So that's my plan. Heading there now, so I'll speak to you when I get down there, and I'm right on top of the building. Now these are the sort of things that I like taking photographs of, and I'm definitely going to get one of this. Look at this little old building made of stone, absolutely amazing. Let's have a little nose around here. We've got a beautiful little bridge. This is cool. Look at this. I'm underneath the slate thing now, and there is actually a car parked right next to it, but I don't quite know how he managed to get there. But we've got this stunning little bridge right underneath the old slate mill, just there, and it looks good through the trees, to be honest. I actually really like that. Look at the way the trees are all reaching over the top. I do like that. But yeah, I'm going to take a couple of shots here then with me handheld, one of this as well, and yeah, I'm going to start filling my memory card up as normal. That is impressive though. That's really cool. I'm going to have a look around, see what I can find, see what I can do, and see if I can make the most of the situation and the weather conditions I'm in. No idea if this is going to work or whether I can make it without stretching it, because with a wide angle lens it stretches everything up the top and the bottom of the frame, and the building looks really stretched. But I am going to try and see if I can get a panoramic. I'm taking it, the polarizer's on, cutting through the water, because I've managed to come down. You can see the wall and the bridge. I've got right down next to the wall, as close as I possibly can, and I'm absolutely loving this whole image that I can see in front of me of the wall coming around to the tree. But I'm just not sure if a pano is going to do it, because as I tilt the camera around, I don't know if I can show you on live view, but as I tilt the camera around you can see that the actual house itself changes position. So right, I'm on live view now. So if I come round towards here, which is where I started my image, and I move it round, if you watch the building up here it's nice and square at the moment up there, but as I pan round it starts to stretch. So as I go round now you can see that it starts to stretch out and it looks a bit odd, and when I get right round this way it's stretching the other direction. So that's my pano from there all the way round to there. So if I can get it to work, it's going to be pretty awesome. But if I can't get it to work, then it's just a wasted shot. I'm going to take a couple square on anyway, so that I can get the water in and get some single shots. Let's have a look. So something like this, I can get the water coming across. I've got these nice greens down here. I'm going to try and hide this mess there and put a few leaves on top of it, and then I've got the building, the slate mill at the top. So that's quite a nice shot. And with the polarizer on, you can see how much difference it makes with the polarizer as I spin it round, and it's taking the glare off the water, and I just like it like that because it's sending these nice white lines across the water then. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Couple of shots, I'm going to bang them up for you, make my way round after I've eaten my apple, because I've got a bit of the shakes where I need a little bit of sugar in me, and yeah, I'm going to make my way up there then. But it's looking pretty good so far. now standing inside this massive mill. And obviously this has all been bricked up, but this is some sort of chute that used to run down by the looks of it. But yeah, this is green and eerie and spooky looking. Ooh, just look at that. I'm gonna get a few shots. I'm gonna find myself something that looks really, really good. I keep saying I'm gonna get a few shots because you know I take loads. But I'm gonna try and find some way of getting a really nice angle on it. This is really cool. What a good way to start. So there is one particular classic photograph that I've seen shot of this most of all, and it's on the edge of the slate with the slate leading in, so you've got all this slate and everything and the big building behind it. And I'm assuming as I'm walking out on the top of this slate mound, it's going to be somewhere around here. And yeah, that looks pretty impressive. So keep an eye over my shoulder, you can see it wherever it is. There it is. I can't go too far down on here, but you can see, definitely see where people have worked their way around on the ledge. So I'm going to take my bag off my shoulder so it's not too heavy, put my camera on the tripod and try and get myself in a position where I can use this slate as a lead in. Let me show you what I mean. See this? You've got this slate. This lovely slate takes you around to this beautiful silhouetted building against the grey sky, and you've got this nice tree over on the right hand side as well, which just absolutely finishes it off. But yeah, I'm going to get down low, somewhere like that, and you can see this nice slate taking you through the image. So that's my plan. Let's get this one set up, get it shot, because this is the one I came for. And yeah, like I said before and a few times, I haven't got all the colours, but I really do like this grey. I really do, because it makes them greens pink. No, you don't make them pink. It doesn't make them pink at all. It doesn't make them orange or red or blue. It just makes them ping, if you know what I mean. I'm talking gobbledygook. Now there is a set of steps that look like a modern set of steps that obviously someone's just put in. You know, they've recently been there by the looks of it. So I might have to clone them out a little bit, but that's going to be dead easy. But what an absolutely fantastic structure. And the wind's on and off. I don't know whether it's too windy for the drone. I might give it a go, but it is gusting a little bit. You can see the trees here behind me are proper blowing around, so I'm not sure. But if not, I'll get it in the morning before I leave. Fantastic. What a building. Love stuff like this. Now, you know, doing this school teacher look, getting the glasses on the end of the nose, that's the one that means I've got the shot set up. This is it. This is the one. Camera's on the tripod. You can see here, camera's on the tripod. I've got my viewfinder up. I've got this one rock, and I've not seen this shot before. If it has been, then I apologise for saying I'm the first, but I feel that I'm the first to have seen this one because maybe it's only just been uncovered. But there is a long piece of slate that is pointing you into the actual slate mill. The mill's roughly in the centre, which means its straight lines are looking straight. I'm at about 12 mil. I'm kneeling down on the slate, which is not a good thing because it's quite uncomfortable. But yeah, I'm going to do a focus stack on this as well. I'm shooting at f8 because no, I'm going to go f11. F11, it's giving me the depth of field. I'm going to focus first of all on the long piece of slate, and then I'm going to focus on the actual about halfway through, and then on the slate mill. I've got a nice patch of sky in it. I might just put a little bit more sky in it, just like that, and then the trees on the right hand side. The sky is proper grey. I'm bracketing. I've got 3 exposures on the go, or 5 exposures on the go. I don't necessarily use them or need them because the histogram's saying that everything's in there already anyway, but to me it just seems silly not to take them, just to make sure I've got all that detail. And I'm just going to focus right on the back of the image as well, just to make sure it's all in there. But I think this is the classic. This is the shot that this deserves to be taken. You can see the light through the windows, and it's just absolutely crazy. I'm going to go slightly wide on it as well. I'm going to go a wider a wider version on it, take it all the way out to 10mm and maybe reframe it and get a bit more of a leading line from both sides and put the mill bang in the center and just give us a touch more sky, like so. And I'm going to do exactly the same again, 3 shots. Let me know which one you prefer, the first one or the second one, and I'll look forward to reading the comments. Fantastic, that sky is so moody. Who says you need sunrises and sunsets, eh? Who says you do? Right, one more. I've gone down a little bit further now and the sky's getting quite bright behind it, but it's making it silhouetted. But just by the way I'm stood and the shape of the rocks, the slate, they seem to be edging you in that way. So if you look from the left hand bottom corner, you'll notice the stones almost seem to be heading that direction towards the building. So again, I'm going to go for this one. This is a slightly wider shot, a lot more slate involved, a lot more like the classic. Again, I'm going to focus stack it just to make sure, as a safety net, that I've got it all in focus. And I may even go slightly round to the left and put in a bit more of the countryside over in the background as well, just as a slightly different version. I've got a tree in the hillside, lots of clouds in the background. I'm very wide at 10mm because it just lends itself. All this slate's going in. The light's coming out on the slate now. That's quite interesting. Let's have a little bit of a light on the slate. That's quite nice. Just catching a bit of a glimpse of the light above the mill, silhouetting the mill a little bit, but I think it works. Really nice. Yeah, really nice. Oh, a couple of my favourites. So what a place, eh? What an absolute place. Oh, there's a big bull over there on the top of the hill, just made me jump. This is pretty awesome. I might try and get the drone out. I might just have the drone, I might fly it around in here because there's not so much wind, and just see what happens if I can get it outside. I just don't know. It's really windy and blustery and I don't want to lose the drone. But this is really cool. I don't think much of these metal things swinging around either. were earlier on. Down there, that's where we started off when we first came in. Which is quite a drop down there, isn't it, to be honest? So we're not going down there. I just had a look at this spooky little corridor as well. I stuck my head in the air. I'm very nervous, like let's stuck my head in and see what's down here, but it's just a little corridor. So this is a slate mill. That's what it is. Not a church, not a chapel, an actual mill, a working mill. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I'm gonna have a look round outside this site now, see if I can get another picture set up somehow, and get something slightly different again if I can, because it's never that easy to get different photographs of places. So I'm just gonna have a nose round and see what we can find. So I'm done. I've had the drone up, as you've seen, and it did not like it. It was bouncing around something chronic. It probably showed in the footage how much it was bouncing around, but still, I've got my wife a nice piece of stone, a heart-shaped piece of slate, which is really nice. I always like to take a little present back from different locations. So Mrs. C's got a nice piece of slate, and yeah, from is it Ponty Y Pont, I don't know, however you pronounce it, from the slate mill, which I've been wanting to come to for, I would say, many years actually. It's been quite a few years since I wanted to come here, way before I started vlogging. I knew where it was, but I was never really in the location just to come over for one photo. So I'm dead pleased I've made it, dead pleased I've done it, and I think I've got a couple of nice moody shots. Like I say, I had the drone up, even though it didn't like it. I had it in sports mode, so it was flying flat out. I managed to keep it under control in the wind, and I took a couple of pano shots, and if they come out, you've already seen them. If they didn't, then you're not going to see them. But I've taken them anyway, so I won't know till I get home and put them all together, and that could be a couple of weeks for me, because I'm well behind on the video. Oh, I've just put my bag on and I got nice and comfortable, and now I've got to take my bag off to get through this gate, because you just cannot get through this gate with my bag on my shoulder. It's way too tiny. So I'm going to love you and leave you before I get to this gate and take my bag off. Here it is. I'm going to say thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And from the mill, which is up there over my shoulder, and me, I'm going to say ciao for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. And yeah, I'm going. Food. I need some food. Can you get me tea on the go? See you soon. Ciao. Bye bye.